Hello, my beauties. Welcome back to my channel. This is your girl, Shariko Clark, aka Shay. And as the saying always go, who gonna tell me what? What you got to say? Today we have a special guest, Zachary Taylor. Welcome, 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 welcome. Well, today we're going to talk about toxic relationships and when to reach a breaking point on when to stop the relationship. And we're here to discuss situationships and life stuff, stuff that people go through every day. And let's get into it, y'all, because it's supposed to be juicy. It's supposed to be deep. I asked him here today so he can discuss his situation. I asked him first if it was okay. He said it was fine. So he's gonna touch base with me about a little bit about what he's going through, and I will give my advice and opinions on it. If you guys have anything you want to throw in, anything, please leave it down below, and please subscribe to my channel, and please like and share. You know how we do, my beauties. Okay, so what is it that you want to talk about today, Zach?
Well, today, basically, I just want to keep touching base on about how, like, what we were just talking about, like, you never know where somebody's mind's at, you never know what the next person's going through, and that you should really, really try and humble yourself and be grateful, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
because there's people out here that are really going through some tragic things, man. Like my friend that just left, she's dealing with abuse, somebody trying to rape her. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, her dad's about to die. Like,
Yeah,
those are very tragic events, man. And I'm right now my emotions are a little high because like that's deep. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
So it's definitely something that people should take into consideration. You know, there's a
So,
lot of violence and hate out here, and I just
so can I ask you something? Given
yes, ma'am.
if you were in her situation, what would you do? Like, who would you turn to? Who would you talk to? How would you, escape the situation, that everything that you said that she experienced and that she went through? Like, what would you do?
I would most definitely be distraught and confused if I didn't know God.
Amen.
But knowing God as I know Him today,
Mm-hmm.
uh, there's no other way to put it. Like that's who I would turn to. That's who I would lean on. And that's who would see me through because He always does.
Yes, yes.
Always. He never fails.
Yes. But that's the lovely thing and wonderful thing about God. When you really going through like tough situations, you at the end of the day you pray to him, or whoever you believe in. But sometimes people need guidance and insurance and reinsurance. I'm gonna correct
That's
it,
right.
okay? Reassurance,
That is
because
that's right.
they don't know how to express and explain what they're going through. You have a lot of people in this world that they're skeptical about expressing what they're going through because there's so many judgmental people out there.
Exactly.
And so,
Exactly. I'm glad that you said something about that too because I mean, that's what we were just speaking. I love it that we're doing this though because this needs to be heard. You know what I'm saying? Like we
yes,
spoke, we know what we're
yes,
doing right now. And I love it. Like I'm getting chills right now because
yes.
that is so true, man. Like nobody should have to go through things like this alone. You know what I mean? Like my
Amen.
situation.
Yes,
Let's just
yes.
go ahead and get that out there. Living in my truck, you know what I mean? Working a 9 to 5, being in a toxic relationship.
Mm-hmm.
You people need to know that they have somebody that they can talk to, that they
Amen.
can lean on. You know what I'm saying? That they can
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
call. That there's other people out here just like them. You know what I mean? That can relate. That might be going through this like the same exact situation. So you're
Exactly.
not alone. You know what I mean? It's
Mm-hmm.
that right there. Like we're supposed to love each other, man. You know what I mean? Love thy neighbor like you love thyself. And I feel like if we did that, man, we would be a lot better off. You
It's
know,
just,
instead of saying something bad or negative about somebody,
mm-hmm.
you know, why not uplift them and build them and say something positive? You know what I mean? Why can't? What's so hard about that?
Because I
Making this
mean,
obstacle in our lives, man, that's it's ridiculous.
it's just so many people that's shooting and killing, and we're not getting off subject. We're making a point, you guys. Okay. It's just so many people that's shooting and killing, and like it's just a whole lot. Like with this virus going on, I feel like this should be the time where we all stick together, where we all should be able to express how we
That's really
feel.
all we got.
and what we go through in life, without being judged and criticized for it. But nowadays, people are so cruel and they have no heart and no decency. You just be like, it's just one of them things. Damn if you do and damn if you don't. Excuse my language, y'all.
Right.
But,
That's
you
exactly
know,
right, though.
I mean, we're here. We're all here, y'all. This is all real. So, you're going to get the full cut of everything. And I like what you said about toxic relationships, because I'm going to ask you this question. How toxic is a relationship? Do you think? How toxic is a relationship?
How toxic is a relationship, or how toxic was my relationship?
Well, we're gonna talk about you, for instance. Okay, so how toxic was your relationship like?
Very, very, and not just from one side; it was both sides.
Yeah, yeah.
And that just comes with like drug abuse and
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that. Like if anybody's out there battling addiction, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I mean, it's it's definitely a lose lose for both parties. Um, it's sad, really.
Yeah.
That's something you come in between two people like that, and tear them apart. But
Yeah,
that's
because
just how it is.
drugs can take over relationships. I mean, it's okay to do occasional stuff like drinking and smoking, but sometimes it do like over corrupt your relationships, basically. And so, with that being the situation, what caused you and her to like just be to the point where you're like, okay, it's not gonna work out no more? Like,
Um, Mine was just a constant arguing. Like we couldn't come to terms on anything.
yes,
We
yeah,
couldn't agree about anything.
yeah,
Um, just being in each other's presence was stressful. So I mean, when it gets to that point, it's really just time to end it. That's what I felt. So I
yeah.
separated myself, and that's why I'm in the living situation that I am right now.
Yeah, and it's real sad, y'all, that it's so many people out there that will force themselves to be in a toxic relationship. And make no mistakes, I'm not mixing toxic relationship with, no one being perfect. We're all gonna have issues in relationships. It's one of the things where you have to work on it together. But the level of toxicity is you should never have to be on somebody's phone checking to see if they're talking to someone. Anytime you do that right there means y'all don't trust each other. And when you're in a relationship, you do have to have trust. Am I right or am I wrong?
You're absolutely right.
Yeah, you have to have trust. And without trust, it
Communication
just
too, though. Like,
without trust, it
if
causes
that's
the
all being done without
relationship.
anger being involved, then it's not gonna work.
Yeah, you're right. With anger being involved. Yeah, because anger, and I'm glad that you said that, because that's the point I'm just to make out on it. Okay, honestly, so many people um talking about killing their significant other, or even just thinking about it, or it even has happened. Because either they're obsessed and can't get over the person, or the person put them through some BS. Why would you want to put yourself in a situation where you have to deal with that toxicity, where you can never be
Because of the
happy,
heart. It's the heart. It's love. It's the
where you have to
attachment.
constantly look
Wherever
over your
people have a
shoulders?
business,
Yeah,
it's
where you
there.
have to
It's
constantly
not
look over
business.
your shoulders and wonder if this person is out to get you, if this person is watching you. Like, you should never have to be in a relationship like that. And I'm not for breaking up relationships in homes at all. Now, I'm not perfect by far, y'all. And
It's
I'm,
just
I'm just
saving
saying
lives.
this.
You're just giving advice, honest advice, and
Yeah,
if
yeah,
somebody doesn't want to take it, then that's their problem.
yeah.
Hey,
You are
you know,
so right on that. You are so right on that. And it's one of the things where we all have failed relationships. We all have issues. Marriages have issues. Relationship has issues. It's not going to be perfect, but you do have to establish where you are in a relationship. If this is something that you want, like if this is something you could continue to see yourself going, and without having to be stressed out and miserable and unhappy. It's
yeah,
just one
yeah.
of them things. And it should never get to the point where y'all can't get along if someone gets kicked out and then that person has nowhere to stay, because then that just it becomes messed up. Really, in my eyes, it becomes messed up.
It becomes messy.
Yeah, very, very
Very messy.
messy. Very, very messy. So, in some ways, like, what was your dislikes about the person that you were with? Like, what was your dislikes about it?
Just the fact that we couldn't communicate, man. I mean, there's always like there's reasons being looked for. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
it just I don't know. That was it, really. Just the fact that we couldn't talk. Like we never really could.
yeah, yeah.
You know. I mean, a lot of other things, I guess, kind of influenced that relationship, and not the right things.
So, it wasn't about love, right?
I mean, I got a lot of mixed emotions about that word love because what we
Yeah,
know it to be
yeah,
on earth is pain and misery and heartache, and like God is love, man. And
yeah.
I don't know. I can't. I don't want to get started on that. On the word love. Let's just not do that. You know what I mean? Because I absolutely care for that person
Yeah,
deeply. You know,
yeah.
uh, enough to separate myself.
And sometimes you have to do what's best for you. Like, it's like I was just telling you the other day, like some people force themselves to stay in a toxic relationship and they know it's toxic. And therefore,
Yeah.
before you know it, it's too late. Someone that exploded, someone blacked out and did something that they regret later on down the road, you know? So if it causes you to have to be in a situation that you're in now to where you have to get on your feet and get your ish together, then I mean
That part.
that it's better that way than to stay with that person and force yourself to be with that person because you're miserable. You're not happy. Y'all both upset. Y'all both have emotions. Y'all both in your feelings, and you don't know what's gonna happen in that heat of the moment, you know? And it's not to say
Right.
anything purposely happened, but you just never know what happens, you know? And
Right.
that's why I remove myself from all that negative energy. Like it's just not even part of my life
Absolutely.
no more. You know?
Right.
But I'm glad we can actually talk about this and touch base on this type of stuff because we're talking about real life stuff that people go through and people
Right.
need that
They
helping
do.
hand.
They need
People
to hear
need
it.
that inspiration. People need that encouragement. People need that
Like I
healing.
said, man.
You know?
They need to know that they need to know that they're not the only ones. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Because
Exactly.
that's been one of my major problems is feeling like I'm the only one going through what I'm going through or have did what I've done. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I'm not. There are people out here that can relate. You know,
Yeah.
no matter what level it may be. You know what I'm saying? Moses was a murderer. I'm
Yeah.
just saying.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, like, and that was for a long time. That was my problem. Is just knowing that everybody was fake and they couldn't relate and they didn't know what you know what I mean. But there's people out there, and I'm one of them. You know what I'm saying that can relate, and I can tell you that don't let anything be your breaking point. Nothing. No
Exactly.
matter what it is, no matter what you're going through, you got to get up and you got to do better for you. You can't do better for nobody else. You
You
got to do
gotta
it
do
for
better for
yourself.
you. Yeah, you gotta want it for yourself, and that's another thing I want to touch base on. I cannot stress this enough about how important it is to have self love. Like that's the most
Right.
important thing that you can possibly have in life. Not to say to take it to the level to where you're not giving out love to other people as well, but it's really, really important to have self love because you have so many people out here that they just not happy with their self. They're miserable. They feel like,
You know what? You think that's why we can't love each other? Because
yeah,
we can't love ourselves? You know, that's probably a big part of it. Huh?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Self
Mm-hmm.
love. Right, right, right.
Yeah, it's so many people I heard that want to commit suicide and rather hurt somebody just to get the steam off, because they're hurt
Right.
and in pain. And if we can't come together as a society, as a world, as a community, then what's the point of being here? What's the point of being here? We got to be here to uplift each other, to stop each other from getting to that point. Because see, right now,
Right.
tomorrow's not promised, you know, and I'm not speaking,
No, it's not.
don't quote me, y'all. I'm not speaking death into experience or anything like that. I'm just saying, with everything that's going on with the pandemic and stuff, you know, we have to be very grateful for what we have, you know, and that we're still living and breathing. And to be
Absolutely.
in a toxic relationship,
Absolutely, yes.
and to be in a toxic relationship is not the time for all that. Sometimes you just gotta let things go. People are only in your life for a moment in a season, you know? You can't hold on to them forever
Not me.
because,
I'm here for a lifetime. I'm here for, like, call me, I'm coming. I'm there.
yeah, that's just like when I told you the other day that God has you pointing to a different direction, you know?
Yes.
And that direction, you're not gonna be able to take everybody with you when you go on your journey, you know? And
This
sometimes
is
you
true.
just gotta learn to say F it and let people go. Because it's only gonna serve you good for yourself. And I'm telling you, you'll feel so at ease, you will feel peace, you will feel love, you will feel everything within yourself. That validation that you was trying to get from others, you don't need that. You just need it within yourself.
So,
And tell
that's
yourself
right.
that you're good enough. You hear me?
Absolutely.
So is there anything else you want to talk about while we're on this YouTube?
Man, all I want to say is that, like, I don't know if they know my name or not, but Zachary Taylor. Okay,
Yes.
like if y'all need somebody to reach out to, y'all need somebody to talk to, you feel like you're just at your wits' end, you don't know what to do, man, like call me, hit me up, please do. Look me up on Messenger, Facebook. I'll accept your friend request or whatever. Because I know how it is out here. It's not easy.
Yeah.
Life's
Yes.
hard. Some people's struggles are a lot. I'm gonna say a lot less intense than others. Okay,
Yes. Yes.
and that's okay.
Yes.
We all get dealt a different hand, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
we're gonna make it through it. It ain't the end. Okay, and if you think it is, please reach out. Please call me. Because I need to talk too. Like me and Shay, we talk all the time because I
Yes,
need
we
that.
do.
You know what I mean? People need that. It's
Yeah.
okay to get reassured. It's okay to let somebody know that it's going to be okay. It's okay. You know what
Yes.
I mean? Like, you don't have to be ashamed of that, man.
And I'm glad that you said that because it's a lot of people out there, they feel like because you're trying to reassure them, that makes them weak as a person. It does not make you weak. It's okay to be reassured.
It's okay.
It's okay to feel a way you
Listen, it's
feel.
okay to have a shoulder to lean on, man, to cry
Exactly.
on.
It's
I mean, somebody to
okay.
talk. It's okay. Like, we've got this, like, this such a big picture made up for us to think that that's not okay. You know
Exactly.
what I mean? Like, we're
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, you're too tough for it, or no, I can't do that. I'm a killer, or I can't do. Listen, guys, we were not made to live like this. We were
Exactly.
put here to love one another, man. We're all we got. If we
Amen.
continue to do what we're doing, we're not going to have each other at all because we're
Yes.
not going to be.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. And me and him, we've been vibing on such a good level, y'all. And if you see me looking over here, that's because I'm looking at my video chat. I'm not, trying to expose him too much, but I brought him to here today so that way we can talk and you guys can get to vibe and feel energies and put in y'all 2 cents and whatever y'all have to say. Feel free. We are all here for each other. No judgments here at all. You hear me? Because we all going
None at
through it.
all.
We're all going through it. Everyone. And this whole show me one person that's not going through it since this pandemic happened. I mean, I'm just being real. Show me one
That's real.
person that's not going through it. you know?
That's very real. Like,
And we are not better than the next person. I don't care how many celebrities out here with fancy cars and stuff, it's we're still not okay. We're okay, but we're not okay. If that makes sense.
yeah, the
Well,
self, the self, the self idol. Okay, that's probably one of our downfalls. You know,
yeah.
it's all, and I'm a victim of that too, man. Like, I like to ride, flashy, big rims, all that. That's me. Like, I like it. Look at me.
Yeah.
We all got that. But you know what? I don't think it's a bad thing. It becomes a bad thing when somebody's hating on it. Like, because they don't got it. Like, check it out. Guess what? You can get it, and I'll help you get it.
But
You know what I mean?
the level of bragging and boasting causes your life. It's been so many rappers and singers out here that's either getting shot or killed because they're bragging and boasting about what they have. And sometimes you can't do that because it's all like you said, somebody hating out there that's,
Somebody hating out there, somebody that wants it just a little bit more than you did, and they're willing to come and take it from you in a violent way, and it's sad. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? And those are the people that I'm trying to reach. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? Because I was that guy, and
Yeah.
I'm not that guy no more.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, they don't have to be either, man. They're lost because they don't have that positive influence in their life that they don't have that person that they can reach out and talk to and
Mm-hmm.
know
Mm-hmm.
that they're still good in this world, man. Everything's not evil, everything's not twisted, everything's not corrupt. There's still love in this world, and that's God, man. He's
It
still here. This is not a godless world. I keep hearing that, and it's not. This is not a godless world. There are people. Let me tell you something, okay? I told you about me borrowing that money from a boss the other day
yeah.
to get a room so I can take a bath and stuff. And then
Yeah.
out of nowhere, his boss shows up, and I get to meet the big boss, and he shows up, and he gives me money.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
and I'm just, and money, it's not what I'm getting at here. It's the simple act of wanting to help.
It's like pay it forward. Pay it
It
forward.
does so much for
Mm-hmm.
somebody like that. I cried, man. I ain't gonna lie to
Yeah.
you. I broke down and I cried because I didn't believe that there was anything like that in this world. Because I've got so many people that I've got, it's real. I feel like real strong connections to and relationships with that wouldn't even think about opening their door. You know what I'm saying? And that's not on them, man. I get it, man. I used to be a really I was a bad guy, dude. I understand,
Yeah.
but that right there, just that simple act of wanting to help, it does so much for somebody, man. Like y'all don't understand what it does for somebody like me, man. Like y'all gotta, stay with that hope, stay with that faith, man. Listen, it's not over with. Like
That's
it's
the
far
that's
from
the
over.
but see that's the blessings that God gives you, and like sometimes He's not going to give you your blessings if you're still willing to deal with the situations that's causing you to be down, that's causing you to be depressed. You're going to always be depressed and drained if you don't get out of
That's
it.
right.
Just get out of it. Just get out of that situation. Get out of your head. Because sometimes we can be so full in our head and get to thinking too much that we don't give ourselves time to breathe and give ourselves time to meditate and to heal. So
That's right.
it's just one of them things where you gotta think about you at the end of the day. If you're willing to deal with certain situations that's causing you to be this macho or angry, upset, bitter person. And don't trust me, I have my times. I do. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. But I have to bring myself right back to reality on a whole lot. And it's not for me to compare my situation, but sometimes I do have to think thanks to my brother. We had our ups and downs, but he always tells me it's someone that's in a way worse situation that you're in. And I truly do
That's
believe
true.
that. But sometimes, I was in a moment where all I could think about was what I was going through. So don't get mad at me, bro. I still love you. Yeah. But it's just one of the things that you got to think about you at the end of the day. What's gonna make you happy? What motivates you? What pushes you to be this wonderful person that you were always meant to be? Like what?
I think I get it from helping people, man, and seeing what it does. You know what I mean? Like I've seen people that take a lot of stuff for granted, and I'm one of those guys that have taken things for granted. And you start to learn to cherish things more when you realize that your life without it is miserable. You know what I mean? You
Exactly.
really
Yes.
do. Like in God, man, when I turned away from Him for a little while, I realized that that was probably the worst mistake I could have ever made in my life.
Yeah.
Because when you turn away from God, He's still there. That's
Oh,
why
he's
He ain't
always
forgotten
there.
about
He's
us.
always
He's there.
when
He's
you
not gonna
think
turn
he's
from
not
heaven.
watching, he's
When you
always
turn from
there.
God,
Yes, he's
when you turn
always
from God,
there.
stop looking at the signs, stop listening. You're gonna go down a bad path.
Yeah.
But I think what brings that, like I said, I think what brings that good out of me is just helping people, man. And
Mhm.
being even the position that I'm in, I still help people. Like
Yeah.
it's okay. You know what I mean? Like I'm
Yeah.
not tripping. Like
Yeah.
I'm happy about it because I'm like we talked about. I'm not in a toxic relationship no more. Like I
Yeah.
mean, granted, I do still get stalker messages every now and then, but it's cool. I'm all right with that. Um, we're gonna build from it. We're gonna learn from it, and hopefully we become friends in the end. But like that, like yeah,
You said
you're no
like
good
yeah.
for somebody. You're no good if somebody separates yourself from them, please.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
You'll save yourself a lot of trouble and them, for sure.
Now, don't get it mixed up, y'all. It's okay to have your ups and downs in relationships. It's okay to be frustrated and a little upset and a little aggravated. You know, that's the time you take apart from each other to figure out what it is that y'all really want. Time to breathe. And people think that having space is a bad thing, and it's really not bad. It's just giving y'all time to clear negative energy out y'all life. And if y'all can't come together, like as one and talk, then it's just best for y'all to separate yourself to heal, you know? And then y'all can come back together and one and then talk it out. You hear me?
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Well, we're going to get ready to end this video. I really do enjoy talking about this type of stuff. It makes me so happy. It makes my heart feel with joy for real. Like, because we get to talk about real life stuff. And I'll start bringing different people that's willing to, like, you know, come on YouTube. And Zach, we're going to create you a YouTube page so that way we can be able to do video collabs and stuff, you know. But I just wanted to bring him. Yeah, I just wanted to bring him here. I just wanted to bring y'all here on this channel. And I know he got to get his stuff out too. But bring y'all here on this channel so y'all can get his perspective as a guy and not just from a woman. Because I'm trying to reach men and women out here, you know. And if you want to talk about kids stuff, we can talk about kids stuff too, you know. Because, you know, we all got to stick together in these time of days and ages and stuff because of what's going on in this world. It's just a whole lot has changed, y'all. So I'm here for y'all. I'm here. So we would definitely bring Zach back in on another channel. And y'all stay tuned for my nail tutorial because we about to get down and dirty through there. But thank you, my beauties. I really, really do appreciate you guys for tuning in. Please like and subscribe down below. And if you want to share, feel free to share. We are all here to spread love. And I love you guys. Mwah. All right, bye. And the saying always go, who gonna tell me what? What you got to say? All right, out.
That's right. That's right.